Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Pole Father. It only takes one, and we are back from Canada. I was in Toronto for a few days visiting my sister and her husband. Got exciting things going on up with my family up there. But we are back. We are back in town, and we got some exciting things to talk about. So, multiple things to talk about. Number one. So, if you have not, I'm going to do a separate video on this, but the Platinum Heritage Auction, aka the auction of a lifetime. I'm going to do a whole separate video on that. What a crazy auction. I was part of it, had a couple pickups. Very excited to share with you guys in the community what I picked up and what we're building towards the future. But this video specifically, in the trading card world, in the graded card world, right now, it's always about which grading company, PSA, CGC, Beckett, this one's better, this one holds their own value, etc., etc. However, people, and I will not talk bad about any particular grading card company. Everyone has flaws, and every company has their ups, their positives. Excuse me. So, first things first, people, and I'm going to emphasize this, and I think you know what's coming. Buy the card and don't buy the label. What does that mean? Now, people are going to say, well, you favor CGC more than PSA. Not true. I have a lot of PSA stuff here. I have CGC and PSA particularly. I do like Beckett too, but that's, for me, my own collection. Ultimately, you are building your collection. Your collection. You have to buy the card that fits your standards, not anyone else's standards, because ultimately, at the end of the day, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you're building your collection. And at the end of the day, nobody is going to respect your collection as much as you respect it yourself. Now, there's also other people in the hobby that'll definitely appreciate it, but no one's going to truly appreciate it just as much as you appreciate it. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about. It's a hobby, it's collecting, it's having fun. You have to get out of this mindset of buying the label, not the card. I'm going to show you guys examples, okay? Perfect example, right? Okay. Now, I have one going both ways, so we're going to just start with this one, okay? So if you guys haven't seen my other video, and if you saw the grade there, I recently had a PSA submission, and they were rather tough. And it happens, because ultimately, at the end of the day, the people that grade cards are human. Some people have great days, some days have bad days. Some days, people are feeling better than others. Maybe your cards are graded on a Monday, and people had a crummy weekend. Maybe your cards are graded on Friday, and they're excited to get on with the weekend because they had plans or something. So just keep that in mind. We're all human when it comes to grading, and mistakes do happen. So, first example. Previously, CGC 8.5. If I were to sell this card, okay, as 8.5, $20 maybe, right? Maybe lucky to get what I paid to create the card. Ultimately, I believe in this card, part of my collection. I analyzed it from head to toe. The card is absolutely clean and flawless. I cracked out the CGC 8.5 and I sent it off to PSA, and it came back at PSA 10. So, it can look clean, dead centered on. There's nothing wrong with the corners, nothing unfolding, nothing rolling or anything. So, guys, for someone that's strictly a label collector and wants the red and white 10 label, this is the same exact card. It is the exact same card. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to a convention and you see booths, do not oversight those 8.5 and 9 CGC PSA cards. Nobody has a good day grading. You can easily pick up a great deal because of an error of an grader. No one's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. It's your collection at the end of the day. Buy what fits your standards as a collector. Maybe your standards are, hey, it has to be perfect. No worries there. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But I'm saying, buy what fits your standards. You can't fall in love with the label. It's the same exact card. 10 minutes, or I shouldn't say 10 minutes ago, a minute ago, nobody would buy it, right? 8.5, okay, whatever. All of a sudden now everyone wants it. It's the same card. Look, same exact card, different label. What's the problem? You can't focus on what's up here. Use this as a reference. You have to remember, this is ultimately what you're buying. You're not buying this, you're buying this, the card. You're buying the card, not the label. Remember that, people. Now, to make things fair and level it out, right? You know what would be a good one? I just had it. Oh, here it is, right here. We're gonna take this one for example. Okay. Forgot where it is. Okay. Hang on. Nope. I think I got it in here. Yep, here it is, right there. Perfect example right here, guys. Okay. So look at this. Look at this right here. CGC 9.5, PSA 9. Look at that. Buy the card. Don't buy the grade. Look, it downgraded. People get so infatuated on, well, if it's this grade, it's going to be that. I promise you, I've seen many 10s, more than PSA, let's be fair. I've seen more PSA 10s, and they do exist. There's some CGC 10s that do exist that aren't strong CGC 10s. Same with PSA. And that's why I can't stress it enough. You have got to focus on the card, ladies and gentlemen. Focus on the card. Buy the card, not the label. Okay? There's another example. And I don't have the label anymore, but I made a short of it, and I had the label there. So, and this is actually one of my favorite examples right here. I graded this with CGC and I graded a 9, okay? Graded a 9. I cracked and sent the PSA, it graded a 10. So, what is the overall lesson on this here, right? CGC changes their label, and they decided to make it a more of a collective set, more enjoyable. You can now get 10s. You can now build a set. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I'm not the only person. There's other people doing it. But now people are saying, well, CGC is just handing 10s out like Halloween candy. That is not the case. That is not the case whatsoever. They are still grading fairly difficult. It is not a fast line to finishing a set of 10s. Trust me, I've submitted enough with CGC to know this. Before they changed the label, I must have submitted 400 cards, 300 to 400 cards, and I only received 5 10s back. One of them being a perfect 10. Even getting a 9.5 in a vintage WotC card was fairly challenging. So look, they make a change. You can't, but still, at the end of the day, if you're still buying the card, don't fall in love with the label. Reference the label, but don't fall in love with, or reference the label, but buy the card. Do not fall in love with the label. Ultimately, you're building your collection. There's nothing wrong with collecting 9, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you, so many people that are 9 collectors are probably sitting on 10s, and you don't even know it. You know, nothing wrong with 9s. They're very affordable. It's a great way to be in the hobby and nearly have almost every card in a 9, and you're getting it for such a great price. But I bet you didn't even realize you're probably sitting on a few 10s and you don't even know it. At the end of the day, people that are grading the card are human. Human error exists. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. The person that graded this card is not perfect. The person that graded my other cards aren't perfect. So, the overall message is, guys, buy the card. Don't buy the grade. Reference the grade, but don't buy the grade. I really wanted to emphasize that and really keen in on how important that detail is, because I don't want any of you to miss out on any opportunity on building a collection, on building your own collection, essentially. If you go to a convention and you're going to see them, if you might see that card you're looking for in an 8.5 or a 9, or if you're trying to collect 9s, probably maybe in a lower grade, do not oversight the card. Take a look at it. I'm telling you, people make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I would even say nobody's consistent. Nobody's perfect. Buy the card, guys. Buy the grade. That's what I have to say. No bashing. If you prefer this company or the other, nothing's wrong with that whatsoever. At the end of the day, and I've said this now 100 times, buy the card, not the grade. So, after going over that special detail, I'm going to be making another video here on the Heritage Auctions, because, I found myself making the video first of me talking about the Heritage Auction, but again, I kept having that repetitive tone of buying the card, not the grade, buy the card, not the grade. And I kind of wanted just to get it out of the way and really explain to you guys the importance of not focusing on the number, focus on the card. Remember that you're spending money on this. You're not spending money on this. You're spending money on the card. Remember that. Don't oversight any opportunity to be able to pick up something that someone made a mistake on. Remember that. So, the next video I'm going to be making is about the Heritage Auction, the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm not sure how many of you guys watched it, but there were so many opportunities to pick up amazing, incredible cards for such a bargain. I call it, everyone calls it the Platinum Auction. I call it the Opportunity Auction. I think some of the cards on there went way under than they should have, because people are so infatuated with the label. Hey, you know what? You want to pass it up? That's okay, because I got skin in the game. I picked up some great deals, and I'm so excited to show you guys. And I'm so excited for you guys to be part of the channel. So, I'm the Pole Father, and it only takes one. Like the page, or like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're almost to officially, I think, 200 subscribers, so we're making our way up there, guys. So I'm very, very excited to be a part of this and kind of watch how this grows and everything like that. But next video, I got to also show you the pickups I made in Canada, so I'm very excited to show you guys that, and then we'll go over all the auctions and everything. So welcome to the channel, guys, and the motto is right below, it only takes one. So I'm the Pole Father, and it only takes one. See you guys in the next video.